at creating encouragement sheets, but I'm doing this for my benefit of understanding how these worksets work. So normally what happens here is, this is Kingsley, right? And I need to do it for Kingsley too. So for what we are doing, we want to create a new X sheet for this, right? So we want to create other elevations. For Kingsley, it's actually really easy because there's none of that interstitial elevations. I just need to duplicate these three elevations here. So that's A301, A302, and A303. And obviously, I don't need to duplicate that. I can drop that, but I can still duplicate these things. So let's say I duplicate A303. I'm going to say duplicate the view. I want the details, but not the dependent, because I don't want changing X sheet impacting this. So I'm going to duplicate that view, and I'm going to call it X4 for now. Right? And then we're going to do the same thing with the 302, duplicate views. And we're going to call that X5, rename F2, X5. And then again, 303, we're going to duplicate the views. Nope, not to duplicate the sheet, that's not useful. Duplicate the sheet. Oh, sorry, do that again. Duplicate with views. And then we'll call this one X6. So now here, the problem is, as I was saying, that they show up like this, right? And that's no good. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up X6 and click on this, and we're going to find the, can't find anything, so I'm not here. So we're going to go to site plan, and I'm going to go in here. I'm going to select the X6, and it's on its own work set. What that means here is that when we typically look at work sets, most of the stuff is shown on Workset 1. I don't do anything crazy. There are things that I show on site, which means that when it's on the Workset site, it's showing on site. It's easily toggle on off if I don't want it. And then I have some worksets that are G sheets, which are the general sheets. In this case, fire and emergency escape and rescue openings. I don't want this to show up globally, so I deselect that. And only where I want it, I turn it on manually. That's what I really want to find here. So go down here to views. We pull up all the views. So now I'm going to go all the way down and find this view, which is north elevation something. North elevation something. So the question is, which ones are the ones that I just created? Well, usually what we created will show up as owners. So I'm going to say visible all. I'm not going to drop these because I can identify these as visible in all. These are the borrowers because I just copied those. So when I was copying them, I was touching them. Uh-oh, did I do these as dependents though? I hope not. Anyways, when I turn this off, after I say okay, it should show, it should drop from this view here. Let's see if it does. Does not. Um, let's make sure. This is copy one. Maybe that doesn't work. Maybe this process does not work. So let's see. Copy one. Elevations. Elevations. North elevation copy one. Yeah, okay, so it did not work well. Interesting. So I guess that doesn't work. Let me think about this here. So here it will show up as duplicates. It does show up as duplicates. How do I find this layer? I'm just gonna move over here for a second. So that's 6.6. Copy one. Well, let me first identify if I have these correct. at the very least. This is this a dependent? It is dependent. So let me see what happens here. I'm going to just draw a couple of lines, and then I'm going to go back to this view here. Yeah, I guess dependent is okay because it doesn't show up, right? Interestingly, this doesn't show up anymore. So maybe I clicked on the wrong thing. Oh man, there's a lot of views here. So maybe what I was doing does not work. Let's see here. Okay, so this view got lost. So A301 somehow is not showing up well. Okay, so it is showing up as a dependent. I don't want that because what I want is to have this here on X4 sheet not impacted. So I must have fucked up. So I'm going to delete X4. I'm going to reduplicate X4, which is right here. Ah, more complicated than I thought. Let's go through one. I'm going to say duplicate sheet, duplicate views, detailing, and we're going to call this X4. So now X4 is gone. I took the X out of X4. I would expect X1, 301 still have that X. Okay, so it is now separate. And this view is gone. I don't need this one because it wasn't on the sheet anyways. And so this is gone. And I probably don't need this sheet either because I already have an X2. So the next question is still, how do I hide the X1 here? And this is copy one. And I think this one is a dependent, so I think this one's still messed up too. No, these are all copy ones. So I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to go back into this. I'm going to sort by the ones I ticked off. And I'm going to return these on because I think I messed. No, actually, that's fine. I did mess that up. So these sheets, I'm going to say not visible in all views. These sheets will keep. So let's see if that works. No, so I guess that did not work as I was hoping it to work. Visible in all views. Didn't I set those sheets though? Is it because I didn't save it? Visible all views. Okay, so these views on these sheets are not right. Well, let's look at the elevations again. The elevations. Let me rename this so I can find this really quickly. I'm going to call it blah blah. And then X4 is blah blah. I'm going to call this 220. Yeah, something like crazy. So I should see it real quick. It's this one. So if I find blah blah, elevations. Okay, so this one here, I'm going to deselect this. This is my hope it disappears. No, it doesn't. All right. So then in here, this is a view section, right? View template. Work sets. I can't sort through this. So okay, that doesn't work. Well, whatever this did, that disappeared. Wait, how did this disappear? Okay, on purpose. We did hide it. I think on purpose. That was manually hidden. Um, how do I drop this? Let me say no, no, no. Okay, I'm out of luck.